Yeah, that's what I always. I mean, with that many people, you gotta have. Especially the 16.
And they always have problems. They got a little twinge and they don't want to see the straight right.
It's just crying. I never gave out so many ice bags and I did for the middle school kids.
Yeah.
That's all that they wanted.
Yeah.
Yes. I sat there literally for 8 hours and gave out ice bags. Never did anything on the mat.
They don't understand.
I remember, well, we were in middle school wrestling is for you. Yeah.
They get a little bummed and stuff.
Yeah.
They're injured. You know what I mean?
See, how's my girl doing? Your wife?
Doing good. Doing good.
Tell her I said hi.
Dude, yeah.
Still in Orange?
Yeah, yes, you were.
Oh,
You were when you knew it, right?
yep. Exactly.
I got seniors here, the names.
No, that's
Damn it.
Minnie! My favorite.
Hey.
See you.
Damn it.
I wouldn't recognize you that white hair sticking out there. Again, I'll get you every kid. Good. Let's go.
Hey, Terry. Or Cheryl. It says it's streaming, but it's not coming up on my, it's kind of, sometimes it doesn't always appear on,
right. You have to refresh it.
I've refreshed it like 12. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and put the link up then.
Did you see the sign when you crossed the line down there? You are now entering the rain zone. Homersville. Give me a hand. Yeah. They do have a freshman on the set. Yeah. So they can pump them up, or I mean, however they want to do that. No 17, I mean, pump them. Okay.
Did you find it? Does it work?
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
I hate that.
So those two there will be home.
Okay.
These two are away.
I saw that, yes.
Literally, there are 32 away, 32.
Or 38.
But that's how we got. No, we're encouraged to try to make sure that I will personally deal with somebody being deliberately, like, nice to hear.
remember how noisy you said
Right,
that was?
now I would take it.
How
you doing, baby?
are you?
Good, how about you?
Good. Busy.
Are you all the time? Yeah. That was pretty inspiring.
I got a towel I can take.
Like 2 minutes, we'll get going, guys. 2 minutes.
How about you?
All right, guys, ready? Come on, Charlie. All right, move around, let's do a pitch and check. All right, here we go. Jump! 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 All right, big circle, big circle. All right, back to our stance. Let's get a little more level change, get them reaching. Jump! Jump! Make sure we get our setup going. All right, get some heavy hands. Back close strides. All right, get away from your ear. Nice, Mel. Good girl,
One, two. That's one, two.
got it. Let's go hard. Set 1 minute, not 2. 1. Hit. Go. Go at it.
Go. Door open next week. They thought you were from Lorain.
No, not yet. So are they going to do the senior night first, then the JV night? Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for, yeah. So we won't say anything at the PA fee for senior night. Now, after she's done, if you have any information you want to talk about, that's fine. So I'm sure there'll be a little bit of time there.
I don't know much about the student.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. If you don't have anything, that's
I
okay.
do. One kid got hurt bad. He was going to be a camp leader. And heavyweight.
Here's your water button.
One kid just got accepted.
Oh, good. Are they waiting until 6 to start? Or do they... Well, I gave you one thing, you said they were going to start at 5:45. Actually, I had a couple of issues too, so I'm trying to... I'm all good. Well, yeah, I want to make sure I get pictures of it clearly and everything. Yeah, I'm hoping. I figure if we cover 2 matches, we got a pretty good chance of getting covered. At least, no. Oh no! Where did you get? Oh my gosh! We got training together as if. You think the dudes just get push a letter and everything? And then would you go like and push your button? You're not like. Beth is doing the announcing, so as soon as I see her somewhere.
Yep. Sit. Almost.
And Tom? Yeah. You can, if there's an extended injury, time out, or you need a break, or if something happens where there's a stop reaction for a long time, you can take a break and have to put the spot. I know. I'm just in case, but now that I mentioned it on another hand.
You might not have time to talk about that.
Oh, jeez. I can't wait till they get back to Lorain. This is just great.
Not break. Spread it out over here. Get our heart rate up. Let's go.
I have her audio. I have the house audio. She's whatever, she has the whole bios and everything. So that's what we're gonna go with. Okay. What's that? Tom, he's asking a question about what? You guys ready for the Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, thank you, yes. Terry, you come with things from there?
Now, question.
What's that?
Are we gonna, then we'll play ball?
I know, I was curious.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. Welcome to senior night. Our first senior, Santana Sanchez. Santana Sanchez has a career record of 78-39. One of the highlights of Santana's wrestling career has been being named a two-time MVP at the Cy Pinter Dual Team Tournament at Elyria High School. Some of his favorite wrestling memories include getting a takedown in practice on Coach Austin and Coach Adam. Santana's advice for his younger teammates is to remember that the extra work you put in when no one is watching is what is the most important. He would like to thank Coach Austin and Coach Adam for always pushing him to do his best, and Coach Dan for seeing the potential in him that he didn't always see in himself. Santana plans on attending culinary school and open a restaurant or a food truck. He is escorted this evening by his father, Ezekiel Sanchez, and his sister, Natalia. Nathaniel Townsend. Nathaniel Townsend has a 20-20 career wrestling record. One of his fondest wrestling memories is winning against Garfield Heights during last year's senior night event, as this was his first high school win. He will always miss wrestling against the entire team in practice. His advice for younger teammates is to stay committed to the sport, don't be afraid to try moves and to have fun. Nathaniel would like to thank Coach Dan for being an inspirational coach. He always appreciates Santana Sanchez for encouraging him to wrestle. He would also like to thank his mom for always being there to cheer him on. He also appreciates the support of the coaching staff and his teammates. In the future, he would like a job where he combines his love of gaming and video streaming, or in the field of cybersecurity. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Natasha Seymour, his father, Richie Smith, and his brother, Marshawn Townsend, and his uncle, Junior Smith. We found out today that Nathaniel is going to go to Kent State. Deontay Toro. Deontay Toro has a 25-14 career wrestling record, winning first place ROTC unarmed exhibit and second place Raiders team ROTC. He considers his most significant high school wins. Some of his fondest wrestling memories include being able to attend overnight tournaments and staying in hotels with his team. His advice for younger teammates include remembering that your team is your family, that you should win with class, lose with class, and always take the shot. Deontay would like to thank his mother, his stepmother, for the continued support, and his coaches for pushing him not to give up and for believing in his potential. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Nicole Smith, his stepmother, India Robles, and his younger brother, Damian Rivera. We'd also like to acknowledge senior from Amherst, Lavelle Gibson. And senior Noah Mendez. Good luck to the seniors. The Board of Education Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Director of Lorain City Schools would like to extend to each and every one of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you are here tonight to enjoy this exciting contest. Lorain High School and Amherst High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. These are high school athletes who are playing here today. They are friendly rivals as members of the opposing teams. This basically is the theme of interscholastic athletics and the idea of friendly competition. The officials assigned to this match have been selected and assigned by accordingly to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Lake Erie League. The official tonight is Mr. Sean Petty. We live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all those who have served our country to defend the freedoms we enjoy, we ask the gentlemen to remove your hats and stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Ryan Trowbridge. You got Trowbridge, yeah.
Okay, for the JV match, we have Ryan Trowbridge from Amherst and Kamari Humphreys from Lorain.
Yeah, we're welcome here at Lorain High School for a wrestling match with the Lorain Titans versus the Amherst Comets. We're going to be abbreviated tonight because of a Lorain team that was a little short on some wrestlers. But we're going to start our first match off with a JV match. And this won't count for the varsity, but it's going to be a good match anyway. For Amherst, we have Ryan Trowbridge. And for Lorain, Kamari Humphrey. Trowbridge as a freshman, as is Kamari. Trowbridge has had a record of 7-0. As Coach said, he will probably be the one who will win the wrestle off and get into the sectionals next week. So this is going to be a warm-up for him into the sectionals. I can see right now he's working that arm. He got to grab the other arm, and all of a sudden he's going to get some back points out of this one. Kamari rolled out of that one real nice. 2-0 with an initial takedown. And Trowbridge has been in control the whole match, but now he got this cradle in here, and he's going to get back points off the cradle. That's the official is giving him a count, and there's the quick pin.
Wow.
With 1 minute and 5 seconds. Good luck to Ryan in the sectionals next week. And now we're ready for the varsity match. For the 106 varsity for Amherst is Van Anthony Trunzo with a record of 4-2 versus Vinny Bondominio with a record of 11-7.
Amherst. Van Anthony Trunzo and Vinny Bondominio from Lorain.
Vinny took a second last week at the LEL tournaments.
Yeah, so he did quite well.
He was in the section. He was in the championship match. There's Amherst, have him up off the mat, and a two takedown for Van Anthony. Amherst in the green, the Titans in their Black and blue.
I assume Maple won the tournament like they usually do?
You know, I didn't hear who all the things were, but yes, Maple, a storied program in Ohio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know, they talk about the LEL as being a very good basketball tournament, but actually for wrestling, there are some historically good wrestling programs in the LEL.
Yeah, Maple's been good for some time.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. Yeah, they were the team before St. Ed's kind of took over. Yeah. And they also in the LEL is Garfield and Shaker have always been good, and every one of those other schools have some quality athletes. So I mean,
yeah, Garfield and Shaker's been in and out of the LEL, different leagues, but you're right, their programs are stellar wrestling history.
Well, he got his 2 for back points, and he finally got broke the hold, so he got his 2. And now he got we're waiting for Vinny to see if he can pop his head out there, because he's got this hold. He got to get his head out above the Amherst wrestlers to get away. So most of that wrestling was over on the edge. Probably 2 years ago, that would have been out of bounds 40 seconds ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep expanding that.
Yes, they do. And it comes from the college. The college wants to keep them wrestling. And don't work the edge, because it doesn't help you anymore. Yeah. Short time. Vinny got to make sure he doesn't give up any points with 3 seconds to go. That was his downfall last week. And it's going to be Amherst's choice. He'll take neutral. I can see that. He got the first takedown easily enough. Yeah.
So he'll hope for the 2 points and then maybe get some back points.
But that's why they call it neutral, though. Now Lorain can score, but then Anthony's in there deep on that leg. As soon as he comes around, he clears that. He got a hook a leg, which he did. Now he got to get that arm out of there, and he got his 2. And as soon as the official signals a 2, that was signed for the Lorain wrestler to kind of give it up so he didn't get turned to his back. And there's the kick out. That takes it to 6-1, Amherst. Van Trunzo is a freshman, whereas Vinny, also a freshman.
Wow.
So these two might see each other for the next 3 years.
That's right.
And both Amherst and, we'll talk about this a little later, but Amherst and Lorain are both going to go to the same sectionals next Saturday, so they might even meet there. Out of bounds. 42 seconds left in this match. Bonminio took a nice little shot there. But you got to finish your shots. You got to finish. You just can't give up on the shot. You get the leg, you got to suck it in. 8-1 now with a takedown. 20 seconds to go in the match. Then Anthony's trying to get that half in there. 10 seconds. You got to keep it. You're out of bounds with 10 seconds. What you got to hope for now is an escape, at least to end this period with some momentum going into the last period. You can see that the Trunzo boys you see how he grabbed that ankle and took it down? That kept him from sitting out. That takes it to Lorain's choice. He probably should take up. And he did. This is the position he hasn't been in yet.
Right.
So, you know, he can see if he can turn for some back points. But you got to break him down to the mat. Take him off his base. And one thing about wrestling, you get up to your knees, you can always do some moves, but once you're flat on your belly, you can't. So you got to take a man to the mat, off his base, which he's trying to do. And it's not that he's not trying. Now, as soon as Amherst got that leg, got him off the mat and take him down. That looks like it was hard, but it wasn't hard for a slam. It was just a nice move. For a 2 for the reversal, it takes it to 10-1, and maybe some back points coming. I can see the count coming.
Yeah, he's holding 3 right now.
Oh, yeah.
Working on the pin, and he's got it.
He rolled right over his shoulders. Pin in 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
$113 from Amherst, Eli Mendez, Lorain, Alexander Natal.
Again, Eli Mendez, record 10-4 versus Nathan Alexander, a sophomore, record 8-8, who also was second at the LEL. That was a quick takedown. That takes it to 2-0. Lorain wrestlers got to get up off of their, get onto their base. You can't hit a move from your belly. You got to do something from your knees. Try for the stand. Oh, there comes a deep half.
Yeah.
Alexander fought that half off pretty well.
Yeah, he's trying to roll him.
Yeah, yeah. You see, this is the same cradle that Anthony used last match. So I mean, they're well drilled on the fundamentals of wrestling over there at Amherst. He's going to kick him out. I think he'd rather go for the takedown than the back points. That takes it to 2-1. Now what Lorain needs is a takedown equal. What a little alligator!
Wow!
What an alligator!
I haven't
move.
seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, for 2 for the takedown and back points coming. Yeah.
Oh no, another pin.
Yeah, and that pin was in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Wow.
You didn't see that alligator for a long time. I didn't think that Nathan has ever seen it. That was his first time.
I bet you're right.
Santiago.
And that takes the score to 12-0. Now this is Eli Mendez. Is that what he said?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or did he say, no, that was Aiden Santiago. Aiden Santiago.
6 from Amherst, Charles Porter.
Charles Porter also going to get a forfeit.
And a forfeit for all your wrestling fans is just like a pin. You get 6 points.
Yeah, and that takes the score now to 24-0.
At 132 from Amherst, Noah Mendez, from Lorain, Jordan Cancel.
Yeah, here's Mendez.
Yeah, this is Noah Mendez. We're looking for him. His record is 11-3, but he was the champ at the Southwest Conference tournament, and he's wrestling a pretty good wrestler in Jordan Cancel, who was also a champ at the LEL. Caution the green that he had a little bit of a tight waist on. You know, you gotta start so you don't get the advantage.
Right.
That hand got to be right dead in the middle on the belly button. Yeah. Noah is one of the very good wrestlers at Amherst. He was one of the seniors. And he has a younger brother we seen earlier. So those are brothers, the Eli at 113 and Noah here. Whoa, there! What's that arm? What's that arm? What's that arm?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, but here come the back points. See, once he gets to his back, the arm's safe all of a sudden. It's on the process of getting down there that it hurts. Yeah, no back points yet. No back, but you got to break a 45 to get the points. Now, what?
Oh, he's twisted there like a pretzel.
What Mendez has to do is get on the other side. He's going to cause potentially dangerous eventually.
Yeah. Kind of a nobody was making any advances or.
Yeah. Well, Jordan had a nice little sit out and a nice little thing, but Noah is an experienced wrestler. He kind of followed him around. A lot of noise, but no problems.
Well, part of that is because the lack of fans this year under COVID restrictions.
or echoing off of the walls, you say? Yeah. Well, now he has that hammerlock behind his back. That's a dangerous situation.
It certainly is.
Because if it goes past the 90 degrees, or if it comes off of the back, it's a penalty point. Lorain gets a penalty and potentially injury. But if you do it right, it's a well-used wrestling hold. Now here comes the back points. Here comes
He's
the back
holding
points.
3.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, Amherst is well drilled in all these fundamentals. There's 3 back points or 2?
Short time.
2. Just for 4-0. Amherst choice.
2.
He defers. Lorain's going to take top. No, we missed it when Aiden Santiago took his forfeit. I was going to mention that the Amherst has a Lorain connection with some fathers and sons. That Aiden Santiago is related to Pibe Mendez, who was a very good wrestler at Southview years ago. 2 for the takedown. That takes it to 7-0. Yeah, I was saying related. You know, when you have, there's the escape a kick out, 7-1. When you have relatives in your family, because that P-Bay has been inducted into Lorain Sports Hall of Fame with the great 93 team that finished second in the state at Southview, if you remember that way back there in that induction. There's a very, very nice roll for 2 points for 9-3 to score. Yeah, that team from Southview was second in the state that year because they upset the nationally ranked St. Ed's and only losing a few points of state to another nationally ranked team in Walsh Jesuit. It was noted by a lot of people that Southview that year was probably the best public school in the nation.
Yes.
You know, some of the parochial schools always get the advantage in Ohio. We think of them, but
what?
Southview had a fine year that year. And there's another, we won't get to see him wrestle tonight, but there's a Ryan and a Ross Oval on the Amherst lineup. We won't get to see him because they're in the upper weights where Lorain doesn't have wrestlers. But their father, Todd, was an outstanding wrestler at the old Lorain High and coached Admiral King wrestling, head coach at Admiral King. There's going to be a escape. No, wow, what a move. What a move with that Amherst.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, he's got a count. Oh, it's a pinning combination. This doesn't look good.
Short time, though.
Short time.
We're down to 5 seconds. You got to hold on.
3, 2.
You got to hold. He didn't make
2.8 left.
Yeah. 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
So who were the notable names on that 93 team?
Well, there was Juggy Franklin, who's a 2-time state champion. There was, Jimmy James, who was a second in the state that year. There was, Rico Kumbaya, who's second in the state that year. Orlando. Wow, there was more names that I can mention, but that was a good one there. The Williams brothers, who are still around. Here's Santano Humphreys, probably Lorain's best wrestler, champ at the LEL.
Yeah, he was Lorain County Wrestler of the Week.
Yes, he was, and a champ last week at the LEL. So he took a bye. Amherst is bumping probably Zach Menches up.
So was there a Taylor on that team or no?
No.
No Taylor.
No.
Okay, that was a different year.
Yeah, Robert and GT
brother.
were different years. Yep.
and Nate Townsend from Lorain.
Yeah, I think Alshie Williams, he coached a little bit over Clearview, went on to teaching and coaching in the area. I think he was probably, I can't remember what he took, a third that year maybe. His brother Alshie was on that team and down at state that year. So this is Nate Townsend, who we've seen get his senior recognition, and they mentioned that he has been accepted at Kent University. Yes, good for him. Asked if he's going to wrestle down there, and he said he might try to walk on. Time will tell. Two for the takedown for Amherst. Now this is Zach Mancheski for Amherst. Yeah, we're looking at two young teams here. Amherst has 7 freshmen on a team, 4 sophomores and 4 juniors. Think about that, only 2 seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, of course, the Titans, they do have 3 seniors, so they have 1 more senior, but a lot of their very good lightweights are all underclassmen. So to succeed in the future, you know, these youngsters have to continue to get better, and we're just hoping for a new crop of middle school kids coming up and filling some of the gaps.
Yeah, absolutely.
On both Amherst and Lorain. They're both in the same situation. We're looking here at 4-1 with 20 seconds to go. Nate, I think he gave up.
Dangerous.
I think a back point.
2.
2. Okay. 3.
Oh, give him 3. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he. Oh, I know exactly what happened. He only had a 2 count. But since he had to break the match for the potentially dangerous or the injury, you have to give him an extra point.
Wow.
So
because he had him in a
and he had to stop the match where he would have got the 3, obviously. And since he had to stop the match, then he gives him the extra point that he didn't earn, but he gets it because of the yell out that he stopped the match.
Right.
An old
the assumption
rule.
would have been he would have got it.
Yes, an old rule. Actually, if he got the 3 count and he yelled out like that, he would have gave him 4 back points, something you don't see very often.
Wow.
So that takes the score to 7-1. Short time, Nate, sit out. Nate, get your point. Don't sit out too far, though. You sit out too far, you get sucked back. Real short time. Here comes the second period. Nate's choice. Let's take what you want to do. Yeah, it's again a caution. You get a couple of those, misalignments and things like that. But eventually, if it starts getting serious and you don't line up properly, eventually you get to penalty points. You only get 2 cautions. Wow, what a step over. Did you see that little step over? What a move that Amherst kid has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice technique.
Well drilled and right to his back. There's back points coming for the reversal. Makes it 9-1 back points.
Pinning combination. Oh, yeah, this is... Yeah, I think he's got it.
Yeah, tight. He's going to fight it off for a while, but yeah.
You got a lot of time left, 80 seconds.
Amherst's got to sit up here. You got to sit up and put a little bit more weight on this shoulder over here. See how he's trying to hold it down with his hand. There he is. That's what you got to do. You got to see how he set out and got that arm out of there.
It's got to seem like an eternity.
It's longer than that if you're a guy on your back. You know what I mean? He said, well, he's just down there resting. It takes more strength to stay off of your back than it does,
He's held him off so far.
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Well, you're hearing yelling from both sides. The green side is yelling to get that shoulder down, and the The red sides get back on your belly. Oh, now they got that way out front. So you put a lot more weight on there when you're on your, with your chest down on his arm.
20 seconds. Oh.
There's the pin.
13 seconds.
13 seconds.
He almost held him off. Hey,
for 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That takes a score to 30-6. And this is going to be Jacob Bali getting a forfeit for Lorain.
Amherst, Jacob Bali.
$36-6. Green was the winner. Now this might be our last match of the day coming up with.
From Amherst and Deontay Toro.
Now this was the other senior we seen getting his senior recognition, Deontay Toro for Lorain with a record of 8-8. He took fourth. He was on the podium at the LEL tournament last Saturday, and he's wrestling Bishop Friesen. Very aggressive that Bishop was. Very aggressive. Bishop is a sophomore wrestling. They got some good ones coming up. No back points in there. He got it out of there. Locking hands. Locking hands. I guess he was up on his feet when he caught him locking his hands. So or grabbing his fingers or doing something illegal there for the penalty point. See, Deontay got to stand up again and rip those. Got to rip those hands off when you go back down to the mat. And peel that hand off that half. You let a man get your hand in there. Now, that's what he's trying to do, and he did. He succeeded in getting that hand off his neck. Now, this may be the last match. The last match we're going to wrestle because we're going to miss a lot of good heavier weights for Amherst. They have the two oval boys that we mentioned won't get a chance to wrestle. They're upper weights. Amherst has another
reversal.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
That takes it to 3-2. That may be the first Lorain wrestler that led in the score.
It is.
If I remember correctly.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Keep him down.
30 seconds. You got to break him to the mat. Don't let him get to his feet.
He's trying to get.
Nothing
if he
good.
Gets,
Yeah.
Right. If he gets to his feet, then you give up an escape point, and then.
Yeah. Keep him on the mat for the next 20 seconds. I don't know if he's going to get any back points because he's letting the kids get to his base. Now you got to get settled down. 10 seconds. Nice roll. Nice roll.
Oh,
nice roll. Now he still has the whizzer in, and he's not getting an escape yet. Oh, another penalty?
One more penalty. Isn't that? Is that?
No, not yet.
Is it 3 penalties? And
no.
Oh no, that was on us.
Yeah, that was on us, a penalty. I don't know what it was. Maybe grabbing the fingers.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of in that situation. That takes a score to 3-3. We're tied up at the end of 2. Or end up tied. I'm sorry, going into 2. The Deontay might be pointing out a little bit of blood that came from the Amherst nose. Yeah, we're missing. We're saying we're going to miss some matches, and actually Amherst has a very good wrestler at 220 this year, is Lavelle Gibson, with a record of 13-1, and he was the champ at the Southwest Conference, and also is ranked 20th in the 20th in the state.
Oh wow!
At his weight class. Didn't get a chance to see him. Of course, we're also not going to get a chance to see Santana Sanchez. He was injured last Saturday at the LEL tournament. Twisted his ankle bad. We're hoping he's back for sectionals next week, though. Yeah. Yeah.
Sectionals this year held at Midview. Is that correct?
Midview again. Midview. Yes.
Yeah.
I think Midview took over last year from
Westlake.
From Westlake.
Right.
And both teams here, both Amherst and Lorain, are going to be at Midview, and one good thing, two good things actually. St. Ed's and Olmsted Falls, two quality teams in our area, are both going to different sectionals this year.
Oh, great.
So we won't meet them.
Yeah.
But Illyria's still there.
Yeah.
So.
Boy, Illyria has really come on strong in the last, say, 5 years or so.
Oh, yeah, a little longer than that.
Yeah.
A little longer than that. You know, there was a tradition here at Lorain. I don't know how many years ago when it was the old Lorain, when they were at Admiral King, there was a tradition. They used to have Elyria, Amherst, and Lorain would wrestle a try. And then the next year they would wrestle at Elyria. The next year they'd wrestle at Amherst. I like to see them get back to the best teams, because those were the three best teams in Lorain at that time.
Yeah, in the county.
And I like to see them get back to whoever the three best teams in the county are. You wrestle a try. That's locking hands. That's locking hands. He was still on his knees. You can't lock your hands. That's the second penalty. That takes it to 4-3. You see what Deontay did now. I said, you know, if he's going to have problems with locking hands, let him up on his feet. You don't have to worry about locking hands when the wrestler's on his feet.
Well, if you're going to win this match, you're going to have to take him down.
You've got to take him down, though. And you're probably going to have to take him down more than once. He's in there deep. He's in there very deep. Get him off the mat. Oh, nice little trip.
That's two. That ties the match up.
Ties it at 5 with a minute 30. He tried to get him and landed on his back, but I think the Amherst boy was a little wiser. He got out of there. Now you got that nice deep half in. Nice half.
Oh, here we go. We got a count.
Here, and out
a pin. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 minutes and 43 seconds. That's the way to finish off this wrestling match, with a pin. And so
now we'll have the forfeit train coming up.
Yeah, of the matches we wrestled, the score ended up 36-12, and we won't even have enough points to count all these forfeits coming.
Wow, so above 160, Lorain didn't have anybody tonight.
Yeah. They always had the heavyweight. They always had the heavyweight.
Lorain always had the heavies. Yeah.
But injuries occur in this sport, and we're hoping he's back for sectionals.
195 from Amherst, Ross Allville.
There you go. There's Ross.
There's an oval. We've seen the other ovals a match or two. Now here's if they get Lavelle, Gibson comes up for a forfeit.
.220, Lavelle Gibson from Amherst.
Yeah. Well, I guess the next event that our viewing audience are going to see is going to be a basketball game.
Yeah, there's a few events that we know are going to happen. You never know.
Yeah.
But Monday we have on our stream and on Spectrum Live is girls basketball JV against North Olmsted, 4:30 on Monday. I don't have this confirmed, but rumor has it there's another girls basketball game possibly scheduled for Wednesday, but I don't know that. I just heard rumor of it today.
Okay.
Thursday, I'm at Southview Middle School. We're streaming some middle school basketball. The Lorain combined team versus, which is our 7th and 8th grade girls, versus an LEL foe.
Okay.
And then Saturday, we have the tournament game.
So that's going to be Lorain versus the winner of a Midview North Royalton game that's going to be
We're the higher seed between the three teams. Yeah, North Royalton plays Midview, and the winner of that will play here at Lorain High School.
Good.
And we'll have that streamed live as well.
And possibly, if Lorain continues on the winning road and they're ever the higher seed again, that match will be at Lorain until the regionals.
That's correct. So. Yeah, this year is really kind of strange. You have to go to OHSAA and look at the basketball, but it's kind of like a super district this year. There's like 60, teams in the. It's not like it used to be. It's quite confusing. but there's a lot of quality teams in there. And Lorain will have Seth Wilson back, and the whole team should be healthy. So, you never know. Lorain, I believe, is the number 10 team in that district. So, hey, you never know. When we made it to the state's Final Four, we finished third in the LEL, so you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, anything can happen in these sports. Now, our wrestling viewing audience maybe didn't appreciate all that basketball talk, you know.
Yeah, well,
but Lorain will always be away now for both sectionals and districts, so we won't see them again on our TV.
Yeah, hopefully next year, hopefully things will get back to normal,
Yeah.
and we'll have our normal coverage. You know, our kickoff classic, which is like nonstop wrestling for a couple days, and
yeah,
so,
we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, this was a funny year. I never talked to a lot of officials, but neither Amherst nor Lorain wrestled in any tournaments this year, except for their conference tournaments.
Yeah.
You know, and usually both those teams wrestle in 3 or 4 tournaments a year.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah.
you know, maybe we have a couple, a couple quads or tries or something next year in addition, but. Yeah, that's going to do it for us, for wrestling fans. Although I will say, for wrestling fans, subscribe to our YouTube channel that you're watching right now if you're watching on the internet, because we're converting old classics, and I know we have a lot of old all-star matches throughout the county we're putting up. And, the one thing that COVID has done, it's allowed us to convert and clean up and upload all these old videos to YouTube. And we just hit over 5,000 subscribers and over 2.1 million views. So we're getting a lot of stuff up there. So.
And it's all a credit to our producer and cameraman, Joe Bach.
Oh, well, thank you. I've got some great help. Terry Trout and Bob Schlembaker's been helping me convert videos. And it's a task, but I think it's well worth it. Preserve the history of Lorain for forever.
Yeah. Appreciate that, and thank you very much for your effort.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bauer. And
because I remember the very, very, very first of those old ones, I think I was sitting up at the Admiral King little press box up there they had and given the kind of the color for one of the wrestling matches back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
That might have been about your first year here in Lorain.
Yeah, this is my 21st year. I started in the fall of 2000, and gosh, it's been a fun ride.
It has been. I'm glad I've been with you for those some of those years.
And appreciate your expertise. There's nobody better on wrestling than you, Mr. Bauer.
Yeah, thanks for that.
All right.
Well, that's it for tonight. So all you fans out there, this is Tom Bauer and producer, cameraman Joe Bach saying good night and be safe.
Take care.